Rustic Lad at his third run from a spell. They're set. Wings Foal back racing from out wide. Make a Fuse began like a bomb and Rustic Lad came out flying as well. Near the inside, Style Master showing good toe. Chippengale fourth early. The MC will be wide in the run to the first bend. Then Admiral's Advocate followed by Caesar's Halo and No Speed from Likely Lad. He goes back to last. Make a Fuse was able to sweep across the face of the field and take the lead at the 1800. Rustic Lad is parked out. Style Master third on the leader's back. Chippengale lands the one out one back trail in the early stages, and then the MC and Admiral's Advocate, who seem to be jostling for the same position at the moment. 2 lengths to Caesar's Halo and 2 lengths away to Likely Lad last of all. They're going fast in the early stages. Bowyer wasn't content sitting outside of Make a Fuse. He pressed forward. He found the front. 1500 left to go and Rustic Lad rolls to the lead. 2 lengths in front of Make a Fuse second now with a trail. 2 lengths away Style Master third. That leaves Chippengale without cover and the MC now lands one out one back. Trailed up by Admiral's Advocate. A length and a half Caesar's Halo and 2 off last Likely Lad. 34.5 the lead time. The speed slows now at the 1300. Front runner Rustic Lad, a length and a half to Make a Fuse second. Third Style Master. Chippengale now finds the fence fourth, although she comes away again. Trailed up by the MC. Then Admiral's Advocate, Caesar's Halo, and Likely Lad is last of all. Indian File they are as they come down the straight. 1100 left to go. 31.8 first quarter of the last mile. And Bowyer now dictating terms with Rustic Lad. He's the leader. Make a Fuse second. Trailing him. Third was Style Master and fourth Chippengale. Now Admiral's Advocate starts a run quickly around the MC who finds himself in a pocket. Caesar's Halo jumps onto the back of Admiral's Advocate and last of all Likely Lad. Chippengale comes away from the rail. The MC and Admiral's Advocate again trying to get the same spot. They run to the 800 metres and Rustic Lad travelling strongly. Now Make a Fuse comes away from the fence. McRae didn't want to risk a pocket. He's now at the leader's wheel. Third on the inside Style Master. Chippengale with cover again. Then came Admiral's Advocate, the MC, Caesar's Halo and Likely Lad showing the whip but not responding is last of all. 32.8 second split of the mile along the back straight. It's Rustic Lad the leader, a length in front of Make a Fuse second. A length to Style Master third. Fourth is Chippengale. Admiral's Advocate comes 3 wide. 4 wide Caesar's Halo. The MC is momentarily in traffic. Second last and 5 off the lead. And 4 last Likely Lad. Sprinting at the 300 metres. 29.4 up the back straight. And Rustic Lad booted. Chippengale emerges now as the main threat. Make a Fuse has run his race. The MC has got into the clear but still 4 lengths off the lead. On the home turn, Rustic Lad the leader. A half length in front of Chippengale. The Bonnie Mare set sail out after the favourite. But Rustic Lad giving plenty. Chippengale on the outside trying desperately. Rustic Lad in front a length. Chippengale on the outside trying hard. Rustic Lad and Chippengale. Rustic Lad. Rustic Lad a neck on the line to Chippengale and they beat the others easily. Third the MC. A long gap Make a Fuse. Admiral's Advocate. Caesar's Halo. Style Master and Likely Lad last home. 2:30.
Right, the placings over the line there. 6, 4 and 7. 6, 4 and 7.
J. Carol Nash is going to miss the start by about 8 lengths after some unruly behaviour in the initial sections of the score-up, and the blue light flashes. They're off and racing. And out wide, Tallowood Blues began very quickly and races straight to the lead from El Kabir and Crazy Big Sound on settling. Loves Adair being restrained from Bionic Scott, and J. Carol Nash, who blundered the start, is about 4 lengths off at the tail. Heading out of the straight the first time, and Tallowood Blues is an undisputed leader by more than a length to Al Kabir, who popped off the rails to race without cover on settling. A length further back to Crazy Big Sound on the rail, then Loves Adair, who settles in the 1-1. 2 lengths away to Bionic Scott and 3 lengths to J. Carol Nash. Inside the 1300 and Tallowood Blues the leader by 3/4 to Al Kabir working to second at the leader's wheel. A length away third on the rail, Crazy Big Sound, not keen to hunt up. On the outside of it, Loves Adair, 2 lengths to Bionic Scott and 2 lengths away to J. Carol Nash. Not a great race on, running up to the turn at the 950, and Tallowood Blue shows the way from Al Kabir, inching closer on the udder. Loves Adair on the back of it, 1-1 around Crazy Big Sound. 2 lengths away to Bionic Scott, and J. Carol Nash tacks on at the tail. Out the judge now, half a mile out, and Tallowood Blues in front by 3/4 to Al Kabir. In the 1-1, Loves Adair around Crazy Big Sound. A length further back to Bionic Scott and 3 lengths away to J. Carol Nash. Heading out of the straight now, and Tallowood Blue still the leader by 3/4 to Al Kabir, who's starting to lay down the gauntlet to the leader. They're 2 in front of Loves Adair, then Crazy Big Sound under pressure at this early stage. A length further back to Bionic Scott, and J. Carol Nash given a couple of cracks with a whip. Well, at the 400, the leader compounded pretty quickly, Tallowood Blues, and racing straight past at Al Kabir and ran 2 in front. Loves Adair works into second around Tallowood Blues. Now Bionic Scott, the fresh horse, onto the scene, starting to run home with plenty of purpose. Further back, Crazy Big Sound and J. Carol Nash running to the turn, and Alcabir the leader by a length to Loves a Dare. Now here's Bionic Scott hooking to the outside.
Here's Cannington.
Leads the way by 2 to Mr. Cass, being followed by Extra Success. A couple, Saxonwood, Toronto Chief. Out wide on the track, Mostile Maniac. Vegas Echo Chief Dennis from the back. Explorer leads by 2. Here comes Mr. Cass around the outside from Extra Success. Mostile Maniac. Explorer in front. Mostile Maniac is flying on the outside. Mostile Maniac going 3 to 1. Gets up to score on the last stride from Explorer. A break to Extra Success, probably third in advance of Mr. Cass. Toronto Chief not far away from Vegas Echo. Saxonwood fading out, and last in is Chief Dennis. No.
They jumped and we didn't actually see the start there. 7, 1 and 5. Number 7, Mostile Maniac. From 1, Explorer and 5, Extra Success. That's 7, 1, 5 on race 4 at Cannington. And we'll bring you the finish of that Bathurst race very shortly. In the meantime, the update for Globe Derby, race number 7. And
which is a very good crowd, I might add, tonight. Now the light comes on, they are away. Out wider on the track, Aaron Pungy Fella and Just Ice are going quickly. They'll get across to the first turn. Just Ice is going to lead, so Just Ice showing a heap of speed from out wide. Gets across Aaron Pungy Fella, which is nearly across final effort. Not quite there yet. Now he's going to have to stay off Aaron Pungy Fella. Dickie's Choice will get a trail. 6 metres to Serious Contender into the clear in front of Fresh Connection. Trap wide Idle Land. Smoky Dale going to the inside. They've gone very hard that first 400. They're followed by Caledonian Boy, the Rocketeer second last as Idle Land eases back to the tail. Down the back they head and the leader now starts to steady Just Ice. 4 metres clear. It is fired up though, wants to go quicker. On the outside, Aaron Pungy Fella. Final effort in behind the leader. 4 metres to Serious Contender, which decided to stay on the rails there, Rossi Sugars. Outside of it in turn was Dickie's Choice. Another 4 metres further back in the pack then to Fresh Connection around Smoky Dale. Caledonian Boy, I think he's getting itchy fingers on it. He'd like to make a move as they have steadied. The Rocketeer was still well back and Idle Land at the tail. Caledonian Boy still yet to really come. First quarter 31.5. So go down to the judge and Just Ice right up on the still. The leader 3 metres, Aaron Pungy Fella. Final efforts travelling all right behind them. So was Serious Contender on its back. Then Dickie's Choice, Smoky Dale, the rails. Fresh Connection out wider. Caledonian Boy trying to improve. And then the Rocketeer and Idle Land struggles. They race towards the back straight. 600 out, still Just Ice going strongly. Second quarter was 32 seconds. It's on top from Aaron Pungy Fella. No run for final effort. Dickie's Choice tapped up. Serious Contender held up. Then Fresh Connection, Smoky Dale, the Rocketeer and Caledonian Boys under pressure. They leave the back. Just Ice still the one to beat. 4 metres in front and going strongly. Final effort nearly into the clear. Aaron Pungy Fella's under pressure. Then Serious Contender easing wider on the track. Smoky Dale closer to the rails and then Fresh Connection, the Rocketeer on the turn. Just Ice went right away. 29.9 for the third quarter. Just Ice clears out from Aaron Pungy Fella. Smoky Dale getting through with Serious Contender, but it's all Just Ice. Here's Smoky Dale starting to fly home later, but Just Ice is going to win by a space. It's won by close to 15 metres. Smoky Dale got second. Serious Contender for third. Then Fresh Connection, Aaron Pungy Fella, the Rocketeer, Caledonian Boy never in it. Final effort failed to run on. Neither the Dickie's Choice and Idle Land at the tail.
6:10 and a photo there. Race 7 at Globe Derby. The winner being number 6, Just Ice, from number 10, Smoky Dale. Photo for third.
10 feet. Black is now the favourite. Stanley Park 3's the field. Racing, Good Even Dispatch off the inside. Formidable Lads won the start, went to the lead early from Keto's Oscar. Now getting through on the centre at the first corner, Spirit Master from Akubra Court. Mr. Slick is held up very wide and Stanley Park is wide on the track but improving. Hug the rails, Keto's Oscar in trouble last. Formidable Lad has shot right away, leads from Spirit Master on the corner. Going to third, Stanley Park and then Bogan Venture and Hug the rails. But Formidable Lad leads clearly down the running from Spirit Master and Formidable Lad wins the last. Second, Spirit Master. Stanley Park's got up for third. Behind those, Bogan Venture, Hug the rail. And then Akubra Court, and the last two are Mr. Slick and Keto's Oscar.
247, the numbers there. Race 10 at Wentworth Park.
Now Prosperity comes up. It's come out sideways and collected Prosperity. In fact, the driver of Prosperity, Jodie Woodham's been tipped out of the cart. She's had a pretty heavy tumble from Prosperity, Jodie. The red light comes up and we have a false start to the first take of race number 8 with Remedy coming out sideways, contacting Prosperity and the driver of Prosperity being tipped out of the car, Jodie Woodham. She's about to get up. She looks pretty sore though. So we have a false start to the first take of race number 8, and Prosperity is continuing on. The clerk of the course about to give chase and try to capture Prosperity without doing any harm to this mare. So this will constitute a fair delay before the running of race 8 at take 2.
Well, thank you, Brian.
Right. Racing, Angry the favourites come away galloping. He's galloping Angry at the start. He's thrown away 20 metres to date. Impulse Me is second last. He's getting going now, Angry. He's back at the tail, 50 metres off the lead, and Pace Setter has gone for a gallop. He found by the Pace Setter, came back. Greta King also hopped out of its gear, and away quickly is Remedy. Leads early from on the outside, Lady of Silk. Demon Judy travels up into third placing, 12 metres away. A break of 8 metres fourth to High Class, followed on the outside by Doc's Bell. On the rail is Rambling Ruer, 6 metres to Pace Setter going, followed by Impulse Me. On its outside is Greta King, and the favourite Angry was at the start. He's out the back some 20 metres away and 60 metres off the lead. Working off the top turn, and Remedy in front by 8 metres to Lady of Silk. A clear third, Demon Judy, 6 metres away. Then Doc's Bell on the outside, travelling up to fourth without cover. Pace Setter trailing him. Greta King now pulls out 3 wide. High Class on the rail, followed by Rambling Ruer. Impulse Me 3 metres away, coming away from the rail, and 25 metres to the favourite Angry, not in the race. Down the straight towards 1,000, first quarter in 31, and Remedy leads after working for the front by 6 metres. 2 on the outside, Doc's Bell. Ahead away third is Lady of Silk. Then Pace Setter getting going, racing fourth out of the straight. 2 metres to Demon Judy, then Greta King. Impulse Me travelling third last on the outside. Looks to be travelling pretty well too. Back on the rail is Rambling Ruer, and Angry is 20 metres away. Out of the straight they race, the quarters in 31 and 32.4. Towards the 600 they race. Remedy still leading, almost 3 metres. 2 on the outside, Doc's Bell on a loose rein. Travelling third, Lady of Silk, followed by Pace Setter. Impulse Me about to pull out, Greta King does, followed by Demon Judy. Then High Class, 6 metres away back in the field, Rambling Ruer, and 15 metres to Angry. 400 metres out though before the turn. Remedy got away in front. Pace Setter pulls to the outside now, 3 wide. Doc's Bell is gone. Impulse Me checked there for a stride, followed by Lady of Silk. Then Greta King, followed by Demon Judy. Around the turn at the 200 though, third quarter 31, and Remedy got away in front. 8 metres to Pace Setter. Impulse Me finally pulls to the outside. He's rattling home, followed by Demon Judy, but Remedy at the 100 in front. Pace Setter getting to it. Impulse Me is absolutely flying on the outside. Pace Setter grabbed the lead. Impulse Me storming home. He's running out of ground. He's left it far too late.
6, 1 and 11 there as we go to
They
Cannington.
travel where Glendoza gets away by 3 to Cape Cara, Steel Duke, a break Sweet Dixie. Quick Amy, Downtown Strutter around the outside from Oakley Bale, and further back Promises Made, but on the turn Glendoza's broken away, dashed away by 7 lengths, travelling to second, Downtown Strutter, but it's all over bar the shouting. Glendoza is going to bolt in. Glendoza wins by 4 on the line to Downtown Strutter. 8 lengths further back Sweet Dixie, back behind them Steel Duke and Quick Amy. Then came Oakley Bale, Promises Made, and Cape Cara was the last one in. Number 6 wins at Glendoza for Ray Bushby. Scintillating turn of early speed, got it nicely.
Metres. They're racing. Beginning quickly near the inside, Atomic View. Away well too was Pleasant Fury, and Sentimental Fella showing a good turn of speed in the early stages. He's up challenging for the lead. Dell's Man fourth, and then came Qatari Symbol, Fair Dinkum, followed by Twigalo, second last Merchant Joe, and after that Bad Getaway, Imperial Grant last of all. Sentimental Fella the leader at the 1800. In second spot, Atomic View. Moving to third was Qatari Symbol, and Ducks might look for the lead as Sentimental Fella slowed the pace in front. Now Sentimental Fella goes to the back straighter. Qatari Symbol challenging on the outside, and they're going together at the moment. 2 lengths in advance of Atomic View, and Fair Dinkum was fourth. A gap then of 3 lengths to Merchant Joe, followed then by Pleasant Fury. Third last Twigalo, second last Dell's Man, and Imperial Grant is last of all. Lead time 35.8 for the moment. Qatari Symbol can't cross Sentimental Fella. He's about 3/4 of a length in front. Sentimental Fella had the inside. Oh, there's a bad fall. Fair Dinkum's come down. Merchant Joe went straight over the top of him. Twigalo has thrown Daryl Graham out of the bike. Imperial Grant got caught up in that. Now Fair Dinkum is down and out of the race, so is Merchant Joe, and Daryl Graham's being tossed into the infield on Twigalo. A very bad fall. Imperial Grant out of the race. We're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runners. Ian McMahon is up on his feet with Fair Dinkum, but Daryl Graham has been thrown to the infield. At this stage, they're trying to clear the track, and they probably will. Now, Qatari Symbol's the leader from Sentimental Fella, a circuit remaining. Third is Atomic View, Dellsman fourth, Pleasant Fury fifth. A gap then of about 30 metres to Imperial Grant, and there are 3 runners out of the race. Twigalow, Merchant Joe and Fair Dinkum. 3 runners out of the race. They have cleared the track. Now they move to the side of the track, 30.5, first quarter of the last mile. After that tussle for the lead, Qatari Symbol got to the top. Sentimental Fella on his back. Third, Atomic View. Fourth, Dellsman. Fifth, Pleasant Fury. And 3 lengths off last, Imperial Grant. And that's the field, heading to the back straight. Next split, 33.1. So they slowed up 63.6 for the first half of the last mile. The leader is Qatari Symbol. Sentimental Fella on his back, about to peel to the outside. Then came Atomic View, followed by Dellsman. Pleasant Fury starting a run, and then Imperial Grant. All horses have been cleared as they race past the 400, and the leader is still Qatari Symbol. Sentimental Fella second. Third was Atomic View. Imperial Grant hooking 3 wide around Pleasant Fury, and then came Dellsman up the back straight in 32.2. He goes for home on Qatari Symbol. There should be plenty of gas left in the tanker. A length in front of Sentimental Fella second. Atomic View holding third for the moment. Then Dellsman, and the other pair can't go on. Pleasant Fury and Imperial Grant. Qatari Symbol is flat, 100 metres to go, but he's still a length in front. Sentimental Fella trying hard, and Atomic View runs home late. Qatari Symbol tippy-toeing, but he's going to have enough in reserve to win. A half length on the line to Sentimental Fella. Third, Atomic View. Fourth, Dellsman, and the tail ender pair, Pleasant Fury and Imperial Grant. Fair Dinkum fell at the 1400, tossing Ian McMahon out of the bike. Twigalow, it's good to see now Daryl Graham's up on his feet. He was thrown right over to the infield, but he's on his feet, and so is Tony Nutley, who drove Merchant Joe. So
Mighty Paladime is now the favourite. They're all set. There's the blue light. They're racing in the silver consolation of the Tiara, and Jessica Casey clearly won the start. In trouble after the start, Embrace Me Tooth galloping and dropping out to last as Jessica Casey goes through to lead. From Pride of Erin and Tallerwood Rose, next Mighty Paladime. From Sammy Smith, Leprechaun Lady, and about 8 lengths away to Embrace Me Tooth. On settling, and Jessica Casey won the race for the lead by 3/4 to Pride of Erin, who's moving up quickly on the outside of McDowell, keen to find the lead. The pace is pretty fast down the front, about the back straight there. They're 3 in front of Tallerwood Rose. 2 lengths then to Mighty Paladine from Sammy Smith. 3 lengths to Leprechaun Lady, and tailed out Embrace Me Tooth. Well, heading up the back, he was unable to get across there on Pride of Erin, and Jessica Casey holds the lead clearly by 2 lengths, and now he takes hold. Pride of Erin park without cover. Over on the rails, third Tallerwood Rose, then Mighty Paladime, who rides up with a 1-1. 2 lengths away to Sammy Smith from Leprechaun Lady, and tailed right out Embrace Me Tooth. At the judge now, a circuit of the course to go, and Jessica Casey on top by 3/4 to Pride of Erin, who's had to do plenty of work. Tallerwood Rose with a soft run on the leader's back, then Mighty Paladime 1-1. Further back, Sammy Smith around Leprechaun Lady, and forget about Embrace Me Tooth. Heading out of the straight now, less than a circuit to go, and Jessica Casey in front by 3/4 to Pride of Erin. McDowell getting busy on her, followed by Tallerwood Rose on the rail. Then Mighty Paladine from Leprechaun Lady, Sammy Smith, and forget about Embrace Me Tooth. Inside the 500 metres, and Jessica Casey cleared by 3/4 to Pride of Erin. They're 2 in front of Tallerwood Rose now. Sammy Smith going around them 3 deep in the centre. Mighty Paladine and Leprechaun Lady at the 400. He goes for the stick now, and Jessica Casey. Sammy Smith raced up into it in a stride, and away goes Sammy Smith in the run to the home turn. It burst 2 in front of Jessica Casey, then Pride of Erin. Further back, Mighty Paladime and Tallerwood Rose, but the race was all parcelled up for something to spread home, and it happened to be Sammy Smith there, and it burst clear inside the 100 metres. A good go for second. Jessica Casey, Pride of Erin will battle out that position, but Sammy Smith is much too good. Sammy Smith down to the line, wins by 6 lengths. Second position, Jessica Casey, Pride of Erin the third. Then Mighty Paladine from Tallerwood Rose. Embrace Me Tooth actually beat one home, Leprechaun Lady.
Well, there's the winner of the Globe Derby.
With it, Wilkie's Nugget and Kennedy King, the insider, can't lead the favourite. Agar from out wide, showing a lot of speed round the turn. Very slow early, Master Daniels. Kennedy King has driven through round that first turn and holds out Wilkie's Nugget and Agar on the outside. Wilkie's Nugget will get a trail. El Shaddai quickly up behind the leader. Demonic found the rails next. Cheval Hanover on the outside. 6 metres further back in the field then to Bearwood. And 10 or 12 last of all, Master Daniels. Kennedy Kennedy King leads down the back and tries to steady them up by 3 metres. Agar's going to have to do it the hard way. El Shaddai the inner. 1 by 1 Wilkie's Nugget. 3 back the rails Demonic. 4 metres further back then to Cheval Hanover racing off the bed. On its back Bearwood. And 2 metres 2 getting up on the inside Master Daniels. They've left the back under a lap and a half from home. And the pilot was still Kennedy King. Went the first quarter in 31 seconds flat. They've slowed up somewhat this quarter though. On the outside Agar. El Shaddai with the run of the race in behind the leader. Wilkie's Nugget 1 out and 1 back. Demonic 3 back on the inside. 4 metres then to Cheval Hanover. On its inside was Master Daniels. And Bearwood whipped them in past the judge a lap out. Kennedy King travelling pretty well. So too by the same token was Agar on the outside. Then El Shaddai, Wilkie's Nugget 4th. Demonic needing luck on the outside. Then Cheval Hanover. Nothing's really made a move at the 700 from Master Daniels and Bearwood. They pace towards the back. They slowed up to 33.5 that second quarter. And the leader is Kennedy King. Agar on the outside getting a little bit closer. Then El Shaddai, Wilkie's Nugget. Here's Cheval Hanover taking off. Demonic looking for a run. And they're followed further back in the field then by Master Daniels Bearwood off the back. And the leader was Kennedy King headed by Agar. In turn Wilkie's Nugget. And 4 wide Cheval Hanover. El Shaddai off the rails behind them. Demonic nowhere to go. And then further back in the field Master Daniels on the turn. Agar just led from Wilkie's Nugget under enormous pressure. Cheval Hanover then El Shaddai. Further back in the field then to Demonic. The leader was Agar. Wilkie's Nugget trying hard to get it. Then Cheval Hanover. El Shaddai and Demonic coming later. Agar in front. It's hanging on. Agar's going to get there. Agar scores. Nearly a dead heat for second. Wilkie's Nugget or El Shaddai. Demonic got home late from Cheval Hanover Bearwood. Further back in the field then was Kennedy King and Master Daniels last in.
Our National Distance Championship. Yes, Billy's Blondie is the favourite and a hot favourite at 7 to 4 on. Number 1 is Academy Monaro at 20 to 1. Billy's Blondie is at 4 to 7, 7 to 4 on. Blue Omo at 40s, Cyanogen 8 to 1. National Dig at 10s, Shady Nitro 10s. Flash Paragon is 10 to 1 and Rich Return is 5 to 2. So the favourite Billy Blondie ahead of Rich Return. There's the scene as the greyhounds are being presented to the crowd at Cannington prior to going to the boxes for this National Distance Championship. When I was talking about the West Australian Greyhound earlier, I may have said Glenn Langston, the trainer, Grant Langston, of course, training it, and Greg Wynn training the favourite Billy's Blondie from New South Wales. Joe Hilly there with the Victorian Greyhound, Rich Return. Should be a good race, this.
Now, in the straight to the judge and 2. Racing, Academy Bay goes away quickly with Cougar. So too does Tooter's Return and Ripfire out wide. Just in behind them early is Zodiac Dancer. Now sorting themselves out of the straight, and Tooter's Return won that early battle. Leads early from Academy Bay Cougar. Ripfire 3 out, followed by Shy Mark settling 6th on the outside of Zodiac Dancer. Then Lovely Lena. Papa Bear on the rail. Old Black Joe 5 metres away. Racing second last is Dean Adam, and 3 metres away Packard. Towards the 1600 they race, and Cougar on the outside having a crack at Tooter's Return. Can't cross towards the lap and a half. Ripfire still out 3 wide, continues to make ground. Then Academy Bay on the rail settling 4th. 2 metres to Shy Mark as Ripfire on the outside now works around the outside and heads off Tooter's Return. 6 metres to Lovely Lena, who's now 3 back on the outside. Ahead of her is Shy Mark on the rail, Zodiac Dancer. Third last in the race is Old Black Joe on the outside of Papa Bear. Dean Adam is second last and back on the fence.
Right, we'll leave Mini Valley there for the moment. They're all set at Cannington.
One ready to go. Racing, best to come out the South Australian Cyanogen. Going quickly was Academy Monaro. A couple to Rich Return around the outside. Shady Nitro's prominent. A length to Billy's Blondie. A couple further back to Blue Omo. Then National Digger and Flash Paragon in the straight. They come the first time. Cyanogen leads a length to Shady Monaro. Shady Nitro getting up on the inside of Academy Monaro. Back behind them, Billy's Blondie, Rich Return. A break further back, National Digger, Flash Paragon. And forget Blue Omo. In the back they go. Shady Nitro's dashed to the front by 2.5. Billy's Blondie's in hot pursuit now. Then Academy Monaro, Rich Return can't win it, and further back Cyanogen. Shady Nitro on the turn, leads the length, trying hard Billy's Blondie, and back behind them Academy Monaro. Shady Nitro and Billy's Blondie come together. Shady Nitro, Billy's Blondie gets the upper hand. Billy's Blondie gets in by 3/4 to Shady Nitro. Cyanogen gets up to run third. Back behind them Rich Return, Academy Monaro. They're followed further back by Flash Paragon, National Digger, and Blue Omo.
And the winner there from New South Wales, number 2, as we go back to Moonee Valley.
Lovely Lena. She's won a race. Tortoise Return 12 metres away, getting into third placing, but it's all Dean Adam in the straight. He has got them well and truly covered. Then Academy Bay Zodiac Dancer, followed by Packard from well back. But Dean Adam back to his brilliant best, absolutely bolts in. Dean Adam wins by 15 metres. Lovely Lena's run second, a metre third, Tortoise Return. A gap to Ripfire, then Academy Bay Zodiac Dancer. Packard in behind them, followed by Old Black Joe. He didn't have much luck in the last round, followed by Cougar, Papa Bear, and Shy Marcus run last.
You ready for the last at Albion Park? They're underway.
Cannyberry has begun fairly off the 10 metres. Kiwi Ship was slowly away and Clearance has won the start. Clearance, the early leader from Cappadale and Ring Billy. Henry Charles settling fourth, then another leader who was slow away off the pole, followed by Kiwi Ship. Tarport Chris second last and about 3 lengths away to Cannyberry last of all. Clearance the front runner after 300 metres. Cappadale pressing forward on the outside of Ring Billy. A gap then of 2 lengths to Henry Charles, followed by Kiwi Ship, who's recovered after that tardy getaway. Then another leader racing inside Tarport Chris and still 2.5 lengths off to Cannyberry, the tail ender. A new leader now as they race to the mile peg. It's Cappadale. Cappadale a length and a half in front of Clearance second. Now Ring Billy comes away from the fence and he's the first without cover. Henry Charles latches onto his back for the 1 out 1 back trail, in turn trailed up by Kiwi Ship. Another leader saves ground along the inside. Tarport Chris second last, and last of the 8 was Cannyberry, 8 lengths off the lead. Up the side of the track at the 1400 and Cappadale a clear-cut leader. 2 lengths in front of Clearance second with a good sit on the leader's back, and Ring Billy third parked out. On his back is Henry Charles, another leader fifth on the fence. Kiwi Ship third last, Tarport Chris second last, and Cannyberry last. Coming down to the 1200 now, they'll get the bell this time, and Cappadale getting a fairly easy run in front. Lead time was 40.1. It's Cappadale the front runner, Clearance on his back, Ring Billy is third. Now here's a move from one of the back markers. Kiwi Ship takes off 3 wide to improve her position, going around Henry Charles. Back on the inside another leader, second last Tarport Chris, and Bowyer makes a move now on Cannyberry, taking off 3 wide from the tail. 32.5 was the first quarter of the last mile, and Cappadale takes them to the side, a length in front of Kiwi Ship second, Clearance third. Ring Billy gets cover for the first time in the race, is moving around the outside Cannyberry. Then another leader, followed second last by Henry Charles and Tarport Chris last, but it's tight and compact, only 5 lengths covers the entire field. 30.6 next quarter to the back straight, 6.50 left to go. Cappadale the leader, a half in front of Kiwi Ship second. Cannyberry's now got to third, 3 wide. Clearance on the leader's back and no run for the moment. Ring Billy held up in traffic in the centre. Tarport Chris has come out 3 wide onto the back of Cannyberry. Henry Charles got shuffled back to second last, and another leader was the tail ender. They race to the 400 and Cappadale. Cappadale a neck in front of Kiwi Ship. Charlie Seedy gets anxious. Cannyberry looms up menacingly 3 wide. A length and a half to Clearance, who's flat, and then Ring Billy, Tarport Chris, Henry Charles, and another leader last of all. Up the back in 29.3 off the home turn. Cappadale is flat chat. Cannyberry's drawn level on the outside. Kiwi Ship still there in the centre, and then came Ring Billy. Cannyberry reaches the 100 in front, battling on his Kiwi Ship. It's Cannyberry, a slender leader from Kiwi Ship. Ring Billy rattling home. Cannyberry driven desperately, scores. Cannyberry wins from Ring Billy or Kiwi Ship. Then came Henry Charles, Clearance, Cappadale, another leader, and last home Tarport Chris. Last quarter in 29.7, 2:42.2, the time for the 2100 metre trip. Barrier 6, Rustic Lad, at his third run from a spell. They're set. Wings fell back racing from out wide. Make a Fuse began like a bomb, and Rustic Lad came out flying as well. Near the inside, Style Master showing good toe. Chippendale fourth early. The MC will be wide in the run to the first bend. Then Admiral's Advocate followed by Caesar's Halo, and No Speed from Likely Lad. He goes back to last. Make a Fuse was able to sweep across the face of the field and take the lead at the 1800. Rustic Lad is parked out. Style Master third on the leader's back. Chippendale lands the 1 out 1 back trail in the early stages, and then the MC and Admiral's Advocate, who seem to be jostling battling for the same position at the moment. 2 lengths to Caesar's Halo and 2 lengths away to Likely Lad last of all. They're going fast in the early stages. Bowyer wasn't content sitting outside of Make a Fuse. He pressed forward, he found the front. 1,500 left to go and Rustic Lad rolls to the lead. 2 lengths in front of Make a Fuse second now with the trail. 2 lengths away Style Master third. That leaves Chippendale without cover and the MC now lands 1 out 1 back. Trailed up by Admiral's Advocate. A length and a half Caesar's Halo and 2 off last Likely Lad. 34.5 the lead time. The speed slows now at the 1,300. Front runner Rustic Lad. A length and a half to Make a Fuse second. Third Style Master. Chippendale now finds the fence fourth, although she comes away again. Trailed up by the MC. Then Admiral's Advocate, Caesar's Halo, and Likely Lad is last of all. Indian File they are as they come down the straight. 1,100 left to go. 31.8 first quarter of the last mile.